Oh? The absence of an answer is an answer too. Are you talking to us? Is that a cultist as well? Doesn't look like a cultist. Doesn't look anything like a cultist. Was wearing some sort of weird mask though.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level.
Yes. Who are you again?
What about you, boy? Are you ready to
Boy?
answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
I remember, this is why I remember Nenio, because she constantly calls you boy. I don't like being called boy. I'm not here to play God of War. I'm here to play Pathfinder. Boy. Okay. What colors? I think it's red and gold. She wears red, doesn't she? Yellow. She likes yellow. Iomade likes yellow or white. Really? Oh, yellow's not on there. Is it not red and gold? I'm sure she wears... So it's gold and something. So gold and... I think it's red and gold. I'm going to go with red and gold.
Red and gold are the colors of Baphomet. Iomade's colors are red and white.
Does this... Oh, they're not even gold. It's white. What? Should we just change sides and start worshipping Baphomet? I mean, we're an atheist. We're not going to know this stuff. We're an atheist.
I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. Someone has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists.
Thanks, Nenio. Did I mention I'm an atheist? I don't know about religion. Ask me something
It
else.
seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio.
An explanation
I'm
would be a good start.
explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
So, you're kind of like the Albert Einstein of our world. If Albert Einstein was... No, Albert Einstein probably was somewhat socially awkward, right? Or no, socially awkward is the wrong way of phrasing it. I'm going to go with socially belligerent. That might be a better way of putting it. I think that kind of sums up Nenio nicely. Oh boy. Oh, sorry, I missed some messages in chat, guys. I apologize for that. Like I said earlier on in the stream, I'm paying a lot of attention to the game. If I do miss messages in chat, please just go ahead, feel free to point out, hey Flanders, you dumbass, you missed my message. Just feel free, okay? I do try to answer everyone. I think the Rangers start getting spells at 5. Oh, do they? Oh, we should be, I think we're 2 levels off then. All full mages get spells at 1. And afterwards, every 2 levels, spontaneous casters get level 1 at 1 and 2nd grade on level 4. From there, all 2 levels half, casters get spells all 3 levels and full AB classes with mages. Paladin, Ranger, Blood Rages are at level 4. And after that, all 4 levels. Thanks, TJ. I appreciate that. I didn't know that. Although I suppose it would just come from me paying attention to the leveling up columns. Let me see. Press 4. I have to go. I can't deal with you right now. What can you finally tell me what you were getting at with all these questions? Why do you keep calling me boy? Yeah, why do you keep calling me boy? I have a name, you know.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Nenio, you are actually a robot. There's a lot of things that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. But because we're people, they hold significance. Oh my god. Nenio. Yeah, what were all those questions about?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader.
Paladin, that is a good point. I'm surprised you're still alive, Flanders. I thought atheists like you are always called heretics and killed by clerics and paladins. We happen to be one of the lucky ones who survived, apparently. Mr. TJ, I played like 2,000 hours of Neverwinter Nights 1, so I know most D&D mechanics. Wait, was Neverwinter Nights 1? I think that was based off of 3.5 or 3, right? Third edition, or 3.5. God, so much has changed since the days of 3.5 and earlier, even from 4th edition. 5th edition is pretty different. If not changed too drastically over the years. Yeah, it's changed a fair bit. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Tomorrow is going to be hell. Oh, geez, sorry to hear it, Quince. I hope it doesn't go too badly. Either way, thanks for tuning in, Quince. Really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed your evening, and have a good night's rest. Okay. Hope to see you again soon, mate. Hope to see you again soon. Good day/night. Good night. Good night, Quince. Keep on keeping on. Paladin, you're looking me and the cleric there. Is that fanatical? Well, I think she isn't fanatical. Yeah, she's like a pacifist, right? So she's probably going to try and, I think if Sarah was a speaking companion, she would be trying to draw me over towards the religion. Yes, I wish I could stay longer. When are you next on? Quince, I will be next on Monday, I believe. Yeah, it should be Monday. Either way, Quince, thanks for coming along. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. Not to mention Flanders' portrait makes him look like a bit of a villain. I think it suits the, I don't know, it suited what I was going for. Not necessarily villainous, but more in the sense of just like that typical sorcerer with like wild magic and you know, unknown power within them, channeling arcane energy from their blood. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't normally play. In fact, no, I can't even say that. I don't really get a chance to play like tabletop games. I don't get a chance to play characters. I'm the forever DM. So when I do play characters, I like to try stuff that I've not encountered before. So Sorcerer, even though it's a pretty standard class, I don't really get to play often. So stuff like this, I love.
Unfortunately, yeah. The experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame indeed, for I've always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken.
I think the thing with Nenio, it's not that she's a dick. She's not trying to be rude. It's just she's very logically focused. She actually reminds me. When I was in high school, I had a good friend of mine had I believe it was Asperger's, or Asperger's as he would say. He had Asperger's, and he was like he was a really intelligent individual. But he lacked, he was sort of, by his own admission, lacking in social awareness. So he would approach conversations in a very logical way and wouldn't really understand jokes and stuff like that. But yeah, Nenio very much reminds me of that sort of spectrum of thinking, of just being strictly like scientific and logical with her approach to everything. And yeah, I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her in any way, shape or form. She seems to be a very interesting character. It's just like, I get lost in what she's saying. I personally love Nenio's character. Once you find out all about her, you'll just be like, damn, I would never have thought. I'm looking forward to that then. I'm looking forward to that. Let me see. General has the same sentiment as you, Flanders. She would always have a very interesting character all the bloody time when she gets to play a character. I don't know, I like to experience things that I haven't experienced before. Obviously that comes from not really getting a chance to play tabletop games, or at least play characters in tabletop games. But I personally hate the witch girl. Seems weird to me. What, Ember? I love Ember. I think she's great. Kangster says she's a scientist. Very much so. Very logical driven, or logically driven. Okay, so you're trying to tell me, you're trying to say I'm mediocre. You know what? We're not going to take it as a bruise to our ego. It is what it is. She talks this way, and we're not going to say that either. Canabras isn't safe right now. Shall we join forces? Ember is this typical boring innocent being. I don't know, I feel like there's more to her than meets the eye.
even to write down my deepest
She basically
thoughts for the
roasted them?
benefit of future generations? Oh, how
Oh wait, what?
splendid.
Did I miss something?
Of course, I agree.
I don't trust this Nenio girl. She leads us to cultists. Oh, I understand now. Yeah, she did. She literally fucking like... She insulted them in the best possible way. She insulted them to the point where they didn't even know how she was insulting them, confusing them, and basically forcing them to have a what the fuck is she talking about moment. I don't know. If you can confuse someone whilst you're insulting them, that's like the most... That's great, okay?
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
I mean, we want her along with us. But I think it's probably for the best if we set the ground rules of, okay, if we're going to join forces, you need to follow my instructions during our expeditions. It might be that, like, she's in charge, but it's more for her safety than anything else.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles.
Yes.
Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands.
We are capable.
So I can focus on
It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to us. Okay. I agree then.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me.
I would love...
27 Crusaders
Oh,
before
let me
you
just...
said
No,
no.
finish.
Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer.
Right. Mr. TJ says, I would love to tell you why she acts like that, but I want you to find out for yourself, but it will make sense, trust me. I trust you. I am looking forward to it. I don't know. I think character development in Kingmaker was really good. I really enjoyed it. I really liked I think, honestly, the companion quests were probably my favorite part, like the character development for them as well, were probably my favorite part of Kingmaker. And that's not to discredit the main quest line. The main quest line was really fun. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed the kingdom building element. Like, that was simple, but done well. But the companion quests and the character development for those companions was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. So if I can take what I've learned from Kingmaker and you know, apply it to this game, I feel like the Owlcat team have probably outdone themselves again. Especially considering I'm pretty sure there was only 20 of them that worked on Kingmaker. 20 staff members on a game like Kingmaker. Jeez. I mean, it was full of bugs when it first launched, to be fair. But what do you expect? 20 people working on it. I think they did a good job. Kangster had the right idea. From what I remember, Kangster, you didn't touch it for like 6 months after it 6 months after it released, right? Let me see. Roasted them for sure. Weird voice coming out of nowhere, but leading us to cultists is not rubbing me the right way. Her quests are also the hardest thinking things of the entire game, as far as I remember. We are probably going to rely on some help from chat if there's a lot of puzzles and stuff. What I've experienced of the puzzles in this game so far, there doesn't often seem to be a solution available for you to find. You just have to kind of brute force it. To be fair, there are no other beings than demon cultists and crusaders. Who else? Who else should she insult or roast? Right.
Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place.
Oh.
I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Ah yes, that long battle that you got to watch. That must have made you so tired. Oh. Oh, that's from Reynold. Okay, Nenio, you go chill out with the Defender's Heart then. We're gonna keep these guys for now. Wait, why are you burning? You're not... Are you getting burnt from that? No, wait. No. Is there bleeding damage or something that's been applied to you? Time for an adventure. Bloody hell. What are you playing at? It's time for an adventure, Bilbo. Okay. Is that everything? Oh no, some more loot. We do love it when a random encounter has decent loot. Of which this one does not really have, but it's okay. It's all good. We got Nenio out of it. She's the best loot. Okay. Onwards to the party to see if I'm correct in my... I know it's a long shot. I understand it's a long shot that like the bard would be at a party. It seems... I don't know. I'm clutching at straws. But I'm... Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. True, I guess. I can trust her a little bit, but don't expect me not to cut off her blade when the time comes. Reynolds steps into the small fire by an accident. Ow! What the fuck? By the way, did you disable give XP to all characters? Because if you go and make a ton of custom characters, it will split XP at all times. That will lower your level significantly. Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't disable it. Everyone receives XP. Everyone receives XP. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to disable that because I want everyone to level at the same sort of I want everyone to level at the same rate. I don't want there to be any imbalance in the party. Plus, considering that I can very well see myself playing this game to the limit. And what I mean by that is that I will probably play the game to near completionist levels. I'm going to try and do as many quests as I can. I probably won't proceed to the next chapter until I've done all the quests possible. So going off that logic, I should probably be able to level them all up to a reasonable level without too much difficulty. Hello, Druid. How you doing? How you doing? Listen, Nicaea said that you tested positive. I think Nicaea's already told me. Listen, I hope you're doing okay. All right. Hopefully it's not affecting you too badly. I am wishing you the speediest of recoveries from it. Yeah, she popped in earlier. Well, actually, she popped in at the start of the stream and told me. But listen, wishing you the speediest of recoveries. Okay. I hope you're doing all right. But yeah, how have you been? How have you been? I did ask Nicaea if she could keep me up to date on how you're doing. Do you want to enter this location? Yes, please. But yeah, hopefully a couple of days, and you'll be right as rain. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Was it just today that you tested positive? Right. Let me continue. I'm 100% sure you will miss a ton of stuff if this is the first run and you use no help / guides. I'm now at my 4th run and only on my last one I found a thing. I was like, what the fuck, how are you supposed to find that in game if not by accident? Mr. TJ, that probably will be the case. We're probably going to miss a lot of stuff. The bonus of the release schedule for DLC of this game is that they're releasing it in kind of a weird order that's non-chronological. So the first DLC, which is now coming out on March 3rd, is going to be endgame content, like a sequel to the game almost. So we'll be playing through that first with this run. The second DLC, I believe, is going to be a prequel. So we're going to have to start another run and then do the prequel where you play as different characters, not your own characters. And then you can, I believe you'll be able to import whatever they do in the prequel into your game and it'll affect your run. So we'll probably do, oops, sorry about that. We'll probably do another run, a second run at some point, playing through the second DLC, and then the third DLC is going to be, I think, mid-game content. So we'll probably do a second run where we do the prequel, we start a new game, and then we do the third DLC. An hour after Nicaea left, oh my god. I didn't want to tell her when she was traveling, so I waited. No, that makes total sense, that makes total sense. Well, at least she would stay with her parents, not coming home to me. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. If you tested positive an hour after she left, has Nicaea done a test? Hopefully so, right? You know? Regardless, just hope you're doing okay, Druid, okay? But yeah, I'm sure Nicaea will keep me... Oh, she was negative. That's good, that's good. I mean, I'm sure Nicaea will keep me up to date. But on the off chance that, well, I mean, I'm not going to be online over the weekend. On the off chance that I maybe miss a message or something, maybe you could, if you're not busy, maybe you could, I don't know, send me a message on Discord or something. Let me know you're okay over the weekend. I would really appreciate that. Question, have you heard about a thing called Azata in the game? Mr. TJ, yeah, it's one of the mythic paths, isn't it? It's actually one of the mythic paths that I really want to try out, because it seems, from what I've heard, it's very silly, it's very whimsical, and I think it's totally not suited to like fighting demons, but at the same time, seems kind of fun. Thank you very much, Druid. Appreciate it. Either way, wishing you the speediest of recoveries. Hey, Druid, would you like a character in game? I don't actually know if we've if you were aware that we were doing this. Paladin, Nicaea, and Kensei, or General, they all have a character in game. If you go ahead and go down to channel points, redeem the name generator option. If basically all I need from you is a character portrait, which you can pop in the Discord for me. If you pop like some character art in the Discord, I will trim that art down in between now and the next stream, and then I'll import it into the game, and then next stream I'll make a character for you. And you can pick the class, you can pick the race. I think all the information on the race and class are in the Discord, but if they're not, Kensei found a pretty good site that had it all on. I think it was just the wiki. But I'm sure Kensei or Nicaea or Paladin could give you a little bit of help if you're missing any information. To unlock the path, if you have no clue what to do, holy shit, it's so disgusting. Oh really, TJ? And to make it worse, you only have one chance. Oh damn. Oh damn, oh damn. Right, well, I'm going to try and keep my eye out. I am trying to be kind of meticulous with things that I pick up. I've heard that a lot of the like important items and quest items and stuff like that, I've heard that a lot of those things are kind of coincidentally picked up. Like you could miss them very easily. Like I know there's a secret ending to the game. I don't know what it is. I know there's a secret ending and I know it is entirely quite bullshitty in terms of like you could very easily miss it just because you don't pick something up. So I'm trying to be meticulous with everything. You just need an art for a character. Yeah, just like some art for the character, a name if you've got one. You could pick what class they are, or you could just tell me like I want them to be DPS, I want them to be a tank, I want them to be utility, I want them to, you know, go into as much detail as you want to. Totally up to you. Nicaea and Paladin, they both went pretty in detail. In fact, Paladin's actually writing some backstory for their character. Kensei was like, I don't know, I think she was pretty excited to get a character in the game, given that like she doesn't really get a chance to play too often as a character. But yeah, Kensei's character, I'm quite fond of that character. It's essentially a tiefling demon slayer, so someone who literally cannot stand her own bloodline, and she's just like out to hunt demons. And actually the little bit of backstory that she told me about the character, it's pretty cool. To give you a small hint, if you get lost and don't know anymore what to do, a quest called Starward Gaze. I think we're doing Starward Gaze right now. Yeah, we're looking for we're looking for the bard. Look for something you can't see normally. Okay, we've already found Ramian, who was invisible. So I'm assuming it's something like that, but I will be meticulous with it, okay? I'm gonna try my best. What classes are Nicaea, General, and Paladin? So, let me go through them. Nicaea actually went as Sarah the Lantern. The closest god that we could get to the lady with the lantern is Sarenrae. So we went with Sarenrae. She's a cleric of Sarenrae. She's a healer specifically. Like she's very into healing and buffing the characters and not so much combat. Paladin went with a paladin, Reynold Oldsword, who is a paladin of Aurori, I believe. And let me see. Thank you very much for the follow, Mr. TJ. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the neighborinos, my friend. Right. And Kensei, or General, I should say, went with a Demon Slayer Ranger, dual-wielding dueling swords. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh shit. Her favorite character given virtual form. Oh really? Is Glade? Are you talking about Glade or? Yeah. I was gonna say I wasn't aware that Glade was like her favorite character. Oh, Sarah. I see. I understand. Yeah, Sarah has been given virtual form. We actually got the characters to look quite a lot like the art. You know, like obviously the art styles don't match, but we can make it look as close as possible. You know. Yeah, that's cool. Going with the great weapon streak, eh? Oh boy, oh boy. Right, so guys, 2 dretches. This shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think, unless they've been given a stat increase. No, they haven't. They're just squishy dretches. Right, let's see then. Oh, we've still got stealth on these guys as well. No, we've lost stealth on mine. We're gonna need to fall back and pull them into the room, otherwise we're gonna get like... Oh my god. Controls went a bit funny there. There we go. Okay. And you know what we're going to do now? Because I said we were going to do it back there, and we didn't. We're going to take a rest. Let me think for a bit. BRB. No worries, Druid. I won't be able to make the character until the start of next week anyways. But feel free to like get some notes together, figure out what you want as a character, and then just pop them in the Discord whenever you've got them. No pressure, no rush. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all chill. Right. Okay, guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. I could do with a little comfort break. I'm not gonna lie. I could do with going to the bathroom. My characters could also do with, oh, I cannot rest here. They could do with a rest, but they're not going to get one because they're just going to have to push on and deal with it, okay? So, I'm going to take like a 2-minute break, head to the bathroom, probably top up my coffee, and I will be back literally in like 2 minutes. So, until then, chat amongst yourselves, entertain yourselves, take on the role of a streamer in chat. Anyway, I'll see you in a couple minutes, guys, okay? Goodbye for now.